beautiful outfits changes in wardrobe. Okay, during this photo session. This is after her little girl dies of an accident in the home, and mommy's basically taking beautiful portraits of herself and then superimposing her little girl onto the portraits. Alicia lawyers Richard Herman and Parag Shah. First to Richard Herman, defense attorney in Las Vegas. Richard, the baby has just been buried. And instead of mourning her death, mommy is having glamour shots taken of herself and then superimposing the baby on them. That doesn't bother you?
It doesn't bother me because there's no criminal rule against grieving. You can grieve any way you want, Nancy. Come on. This is not the case. This won't be admissible. Has nothing to do with the case.
Okay. All right.
Investigators are going to go to every doc in a box and MedFirst and whatever they're all called to see, did she go to any of them? Did she have this GI series test done? That's going to be another lie if she didn't.
Absolutely, Nancy. And some of these stories could be taken out of context, and they could be bits and pieces of a total conversation.
Taken out of context.
And maybe people misunderstood her. There's a host of great cross-examination on all these different versions.
That's not going to do it. You remember if you fed him a Pop-Tart or a banana.
She may have done all of that.
You remember if the baby had diarrhea or if you went to the doc in the box.
You know what? Nancy, all of that may have happened within a week period of time before. And all of it may have happened.
Well, that's certainly one theory she might utilize. There was a GoFundMe account created for the mom.
Yes.
Alicia lawyers, Richard Herman, Vegas, Parag Shah, Atlanta. Let me see Herman. Herman. The baby's been dead 48 hours. And mommy has her frozen stuff, her bedspread, the dolls, all that, for sale at a yard sale.
Okay, Nancy, first of all, this is a servicewoman stationed at Fort Bragg. I think you should thank her for her service, for starters. Secondly, let's look at the time frame and the facts and the forensic autopsy here. There were bruises. She was alive in the hospital, and there were new bruises admitted to her in the hospital.
Because
there was a serious question as to the cause of death here. Very serious question.
You know what? Not according to the medical examiner. She died of a lacerated liver and 4 bleeds to the brain. And yes, maybe she did get a bruise on her arm when they were trying to keep her alive and put in an intravenous feeding. Maybe. But that certainly does not explain away all the bruises, literally from her head all the way down her legs and arms, stomach. No, you don't get those from being in the hospital, Richard Herman. You should know that. And to you, Parag Shah, Richard Herman very adroitly danced away from my question. I'm talking about the mom 48 hours after her baby's pronounced dead selling her stuff.